Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has a link to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well is a link to all of my YouTube pages. Please get down there, subscribe to all of my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. As always, folks, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, call in. We'll be doing a live radio show. We'll be doing a live stream, and we'll be talking all things Jets, okay? I want to go back and forth with y'all, so please call in so we can go back and forth. So with all that said and put to the side, come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets 2021 schedule released. Boy, let me tell you something. This is going to be a tough schedule this year. It is going to be tough, okay? I mean, we're going to be tested. We're going to be tested. Sulla, our new offensive coordinator as well, LaFleur, some of the players that we have, some of the young players that we want to see what they have, they are going to be tested this year. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to start off where, I'm not going to read every single game because that take quite a long time. But, I just want to start off with some of the games that I really think are going to be tough. And really highlight some of the games that I'm looking forward to as well. So first game of the season, it's crazy. First game of the season, we start out against the Carolina Panthers, and let me tell you something. I felt this coming. I seen this coming from a mile away, and the second I saw it on the schedule, I said to myself, "Oh boy, here we go." Okay. If you're a Jets fan, if some people that watch me aren't Jets fans, let me tell you why this is really big and significant. Because the guy we just traded, Sam Darnold, he now plays for the Carolina Panthers. That's where we traded him to. Okay? And we just got Zach Wilson. You and I both know, all the Jets fans out there, we already see it coming. If Sam Darnold balls out against New York Jets and throws for like 300 yards, 300 plus, and the Carolina Panthers blow us out, especially if Robbie Anderson has a big game as well, boy, let me tell you something, the takes are going to fly. The takes is going to fly. You know what's coming. I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing, dog. I'm telling y'all. I'm already knowing. The takes is going to fly, okay? It's going to be the New York Jets are stupid. They're idiots. They have no clue of what they're doing. Sam Darnold should have never been traded. So on and so forth. The beat writers we have will get completely all over this football team. They'll crush Joe Douglas. They'll crush Zach Wilson, especially if he doesn't have a very good game. And that's going to be the first game of his career, his first regular season game. You know what I'm saying? So if he doesn't play well, he's going to get destroyed too. And not just that, we'll get it from the national media, we'll get it from the beat writers, but we will be getting it from a portion of our own fan base. I'm telling you. I already see it coming. We'll be doing, I'll be doing radio shows throughout the entire season, Let me tell you. They'll destroy us. There'll be a portion of this fan base that will be like, see, I told you, we should have moved on from Sam Darnold. Zach Wilson's a bum. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I see it coming. I already see it coming. So we'll see what happens, but that Carolina Panthers team is tough. They have a very tough defense as well, and they're very well coached too. And again, Sam Darnold and Robbie's over there. They got McCaffrey. That's a very good football team. So we open up the season with them, and I think that that's going to be an extremely interesting game to watch. I can't wait to see it. The next game that I'm really looking forward to is the first Patriots game, which is crazy. It's right after the Carolina Panthers, actually week 2. And the reason why I want to see this game is this is a really tough Patriots football team. Really, really tough. Of course, they kind of had a down year last year, but they came back and retooled. They went and got Jonnu. They went and got Hunter Henry. They drafted Mac Jones. Also, as well, they've got a really solid defense too. But Belichick is known for completely dissecting and destroying young quarterbacks. Right? We know that. We play him twice a year, every year. But that's one of his specialties. Is he make young quarterbacks, particularly rookie quarterbacks, feel like they have no business playing in this league. And with Zach Wilson being here, I really want to see how our offensive staff prepares him for that week. I really want to see the offensive game plan as well. What will they do to make sure that he's not seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold did against, the Patriots? I really want to see that. So that's going to be very, very interesting. The next game that I think is interesting actually is on the 3rd, and it's against the Titans. It's October 3rd against the Titans. Let me tell you why I want to see this football game and why I think it's one of the more interesting games of the year. The Titans are an extremely tough football team. We're a team that's really retooled defensively. Like we've gotten some guys in here that we were like, this is this defensive line is going to be really good. We put some things together, and guess what? Against the Titans, you're going to be tested because that is a run first football team. And Henry is a battering ram. He's one of the better running backs in the league. Like, this dude is serious business, and you're going to be tested up front because if you cannot stop the run against the Titans, you can call it a day, dog. You could call it a day. So I want to see if they're going to be able to run the football effectively against us, or if we can absolutely shut it down. They've also got a really solid throwing game as well, of course, with Tannehill and the guys they got over there. But Corey Davis, we just got, came from over there too. So I really want to see how we match up against the Titans, which is a very tough football team in this league. The next game I really look forward to is actually on the 10th against the Falcons. One of the reasons why I want to see this game is not, of course, the Falcons are a very good football team, but it's also going to be overseas in London. And I know that we have a lot of fans, there's Jets fans from overseas. I talk, go back and forth with a lot of, football fans from overseas, particularly my Jets brothers and sisters, and we have a blast. So it's always fun to see them, be able to enjoy the green over there and having them watch the team live, right in front of them. So that's going to be an interesting game too. As well, we got a week 6 bye week, which is it's a little tough to me because that's a very early bye week, and when you have injuries and things take tolls down the stretch, as we saw last year as well, we had quite a bit of injuries. You just got to kind of roll with it. There's no break. If you have an early bye week, everything else is like, hey, it's on you. Guy misses a couple weeks. There's no weeks to really help them recover or anything like that. It's just you just got to deal with it and roll. So that's kind of crazy to see. And we also play the Bengals on October 31st. I think that's going to be a really good game to watch as well. Joe Burrow against Zach Wilson, the dueling of the young quarterbacks. We'll see how that goes there. But for me, right after that game, right after October 31st, we turn around on November 4th. You know what I'm saying? And we play a Thursday night football game against the Colts and Carson Wentz. Another, quarterback that's very solid in this league. He's doing his thing, trying to find his way, man. So it's like, wow. That's quite a turnaround. That's a very short turnaround. Let me tell you something. It's going to be all about coaching there. Can they have them prepared on an extremely short week? That's a big question. Then I look at the situation. I go all the way to December 12th. December 12th, for me, I highlight this game too because we play the Saints. Now, of course, we know the Saints are without Drew Brees, but let me tell you something. You look at the situation with the Saints. Boy, oh boy, this is a very tough football team with a great offensive mastermind in front of them, and they're led really, really well, and they're very well coached. Can the Jets keep up? Can the Jets be able to really slow them down defensively, too? There's a lot of questions to be asked there. Then I look at December 26th, right after Christmas, and you're playing the Jags with Trevor Lawrence. Again, the dueling of the young quarterbacks. Where's Trevor Lawrence going to be at that position, in the season? Is he going to, really be picking up steam? What can the Jets do against him, and how will Zach Wilson look? That's going to be a very, big game for us too. And then, of course, we play the Buccaneers on the 2nd of January. I really, want to see that as well because the Buccaneers are a really good football team. They're a really good football team. You got Tom Brady, that offensive star-studded. They got a lot of guys there, but I also want to see defensively. Listen, they got JPP, they got Barrett, they got all those guys to get after. We saw what, Patrick Mahomes looked like in the Super Bowl. Hey, can Zach Wilson be, adequately protected? That's going to be a big question in that football game. So, man, it's going to be tough. This year, we really are going to play a bunch of tough teams. Man, I just wanted to highlight a couple of those games because those are games that I'm looking at. As well, some of the Bills that we're going to play. We're going to play the Bills on January 9th. We're also, playing the Bills on the 14th of November, too. That's a very tough football team as well within the division. So this is a really tough schedule, to be completely honest. I could have went all the way down it because we play quite a bit of teams that I just want to highlight a couple. So I want you folks' thoughts, man. What do you folks think about this schedule? How are you feeling? I don't really want to ask wins and losses question because I feel like it's too early because, again, we still got a lot of things going on. Guys can get injured. But just what is your overall outlook at this point? Are you excited? Are you positive? Where do you think the Jets will probably end up? So please comment down below and let me know what you folks think. Whew, this is going to be a tough one. I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough year. We're going to be tested. We're going to be tested. But I'm excited. I'm ready to see if these players, step up to the challenge. So comment down below and let me know what folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.